Hello and welcome back to GGTV, and more specifically, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Now in this video I'm going to reveal to you all a brand new car, a surprise new car, a car that up until probably about a week and a bit ago I didn't even know I was getting. But I'm going to get onto that. This video is brought to you with Skillshare, and if you don't know about Skillshare, Skillshare is an online learning community where millions of people come together to share and develop their creative journey. Skillshare offers thousands of classes to creative and curious people on topics such as illustration, photography, videography, accounting, and all sorts. And why not make 2020 the year where you develop a new skill, fuel your creativity, and inspire yourself with one of these new courses? What you might find on Skillshare might actually surprise you. Skillshare offers membership with meaning, and it has courses designed for real life. For example, I know I need to improve my Instagram photography. It's a little bit shoddy, probably being on my Instagram, but I'm now learning with a particular course, but it's designed for real life anyway, meaning you don't actually have to put your life on hold. You can tune in whenever you want, and there are thousands and thousands of these courses on Skillshare ready for you when you've got the time. Skillshare is also incredibly affordable when you compare it to one-on-one classes and workshops. Annual subscription starts at just $10 a month. And the most exciting thing of all, you can join as a member right now for 2 months free using the exclusive link below. Now I advise you to get in the mix with that. If 2020 is the year where you think to yourself, I'm actually going to learn a new skill, I'm going to have a side income, I'm going to do something different with myself, I'm going to feel a bit of curiosity, I'm going to develop my creativity, Skillshare is the one for you. So click the link below and get 2 months for free. 2 months free membership, in fact. Get in the pot and let's get on with the video. Now then, you guys, I'm going to level with you on a couple of things. Firstly, it's 2 AM, I've got back from Autosport, I've got work in the morning. I just launched that new company, Storage, and if you don't know about that, I will leave a link below, or it'll be my next video after this one, something like that. Incredibly exciting. The sponsor's been absolutely bonkers, and half the reason I'm so shattered, I'm not moaning, just a fact, I'm absolutely obliterated right now. And the second thing, this car I didn't actually really mean to get, and I know that sounds really blasé, I don't mean it in a kind of, I've got so much money, I can just buy cars without realizing. That's not what I mean. What I mean is that this car came about by chance. It flew into my emails, a deal came up on this car, that I thought, that must be a typo, that is not legitimate, that can't be a thing. So I followed up an email, I said, oi, how is this a thing? What on earth is going on? They said, TGE, it's completely correct, that is actually a deal. There is one car available at that price, would you like it? And me being me, I was out actually having a couple of beverages at the time, I said, yes, I'll have it. So, therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you my new car. Presenting then my 2020 Mercedes AMG GT Roadster. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the latest car into my fleet, and I know so many of you right now are going to be thinking, Tom, what are you playing at? And to be honest with you, in the back of my head, that is going through it as well. There's some reasoned approach behind it, but I think it's very cool. And those eagle-eyed viewers amongst you will recognize that is a new number plate. That is a different number plate to that was on the SV. That was T6 ETV. This is T9 ETV. And I think you can all probably guess what that is supposed to be. Right, enough of the waffle. How on earth have I ended up with one of these? Why have I ended up with one of these? What on earth am I playing at? So then, first things first. We'll have a little bit of spec talk anyway. This is the AMG GT. It is not the GTC, it is not the GTS, it is not the GTR, it is not the GTR Pro, blah-de-blah-de-blah. This is the base AMG GT. So this is the 480 odd brake horsepower V8 twin turbo AMG. And you can tell that, well, the first thing says GT there. But one of the most notable things actually on the GT, it has twin tailpipes on either side. And I actually think it looks better than that is on the GTS and the GTC, where it just has one big lumpy tailpipe on each side. These are a lot more pronounced. Actually very, very cool. I put the spoiler up here because I'm an oik, very much like the SLS. But as you'll see, this is the Roadster, so you can take the roof off it as well. So this car is completely stock then. Obviously it is brand new. It came with about 4 miles on the clock. You'll notice that it's the facelift variant as well. So we've got the Pan America grille on there, which I absolutely love, and I think that's essential. So cool. They obviously took this down from the GTR and they applied it to the rest of the GT range. Really, really cool. We'll come inside actually, let's have a little look. You'll notice that I don't have black wheels. Sorry about that, we do have silver calipers. It is a little bit dirty as well. Some actually saw me in Birmingham with this car on its original plates. I tried to be stealthy, but I went to the Autosport show in this car, so it has had a few miles on it now. This is inside anyway. It's got premium pack, so we've got the Burmester Hi-Fi there. We've got two-tone seats, which is actually a very nice grey interior there. That's not white, that's actually grey. We've got neck heaters in there. Aluminium throughout, that's piping up. Actually quite a cool dash. Full digital AMG dash, and that is updated for the facelift. We'll shut that up. Also on here we've got some cool, I'm just going to fire her up actually. Go, why not? Let's fire her up. Lovely stuff. As many of you be familiar with then, we've got these very cool little controls on the steering wheel here. That's the exhaust button there, and you can hear the change of tone. Quite cool. We've got the OIK button there, which is the spoiler. You can actually change what that does. So there's all sorts of different things you can have on there. But I like to have the OIK button on there. Red means that it's turned on, and blue means it's turned off. And also what we've got in here, we've got a quick control. You can put that from Sport Plus. You can hear the revs go up slightly, and it all changes. And this goes potty on there as well. And we've also got little digital screens here as well. This is a touchpad here in the middle, and you've got a load of storage in the middle there. Very cool. There's my Huawei Chaos. Very roomy in here. And also on the passenger seat, I was actually planning on giving a little rub down, but I didn't have time, it being 2 AM. I'm going to turn it off. There we go. These towels are cash. If anyone's into their detailing, or even if you're not, you just like getting your car fresh, GT Shine towels are absolute cash. I guarantee this is nicer than your bath towel at home. I'll leave the link below for GT Shine anyway. They're the best towels in the game. I often get asked about detailing products and what I use and blah, blah, blah. But I hugely recommend these guys. They're on Instagram as well. I'll put that on the screen. Big shout out to those guys anyway. I've been sidetracked. Aluminium vents throughout. This kind of facelifted steering wheel. And through the back there. Let's get the roof off actually. Let's get that back on. Let's get this roof off then. So quick. Look at that. Lovely stuff. We've got the windows going back up there. I'm just going to turn it off. I'm going to get onto what on earth I've ended up with an AMG GT Roadster. So this car then, whilst a stonking deal, is on finance. It is on finance directly with Mercedes-Benz. It is on special offer, and that offer isn't available anymore. It's gone, so there's no point me even going into that, which I know is very, very unhelpful. However, I have bought it. I am paying for it. It is not a loan car. It is not a press car. It is not a scrounged car. I don't really do that, although I probably should. Those that buy supercars, majority of you will probably understand how I'm feeling right now when you kind of feel a little bit guilty sometimes putting a hell of a lot of miles on the car. Those that don't buy cars will be having a go at me right now saying, you need to drive them more and people drive them and whatever, whatever. But the reality is you don't always want to be churning thousands and thousands of miles in a Ferrari or Lamborghini or whatever. I would love to, but I don't own an oil well, so I can't do too much of that. However, this summer I want to do lots and lots of road trips, going around all over the place, and I just wanted something that's going to be super reliable, pretty much stress-free, will waft and munch all the miles, and I know this car will do an amazing job of that. I'm going to do Modball Europe. I'll be doing Modball UK. Probably won't be doing Modball UK actually in this. I'll probably do Modball UK and something slightly more punchy. And if you want to get involved in that, you can apply via the links below and go hit the Modball website, get involved in that. But I'm planning to go to Europe with Archie and do all sorts of stuff. Drive down to, I don't even know if I want to drive down to Monaco in the summer. Not really sure. However, I just want a summer car that I can waft and waft and waft. Maybe go down to Lake Como with the dog and the lady friend, all that kind of thing, and just take something that I know has got loads of space in it. Speaking of which, let's go around the back. Let's open the boot actually. It's a relatively practical car, I must say. So in the boot here, ignore my stuff. It's quite large. I mean, we've got a toolkit there and a bag with some nonsense in it. Relatively big boot. Big comfy seats, lots of space. Bluetooth, USBs all over the place. Just a very, very usable, nice car. And being a Mercedes, it's just not going to break. There's nothing to worry about with the car. Fair bit of clearance at the front there. You don't even need lift. The only thing I would say about this car in terms of usability, it's very wide. It's about 2 meters wide, and the bonnet is absolutely enormous. Can't get a sense of scale there, but it's absolutely enormous. When you're sat back there, you don't really know where the front is. Other than that though, it is a very usable car. There's lots of visibility. It's phenomenal. Fuel economy is great. And I just think it's a superb wafter, and I couldn't think of a better summer car. That begs the question then, is anything going that this is going to replace? Now, I don't know. I did mention in one of my last videos that I was thinking about potentially making space via the exit of my 458 Spider, and this is kind of almost cemented that I don't need another convertible V8 Spider. I know they're completely different, don't have a go at me, I know they're totally different, but I just don't think I need another convertible with a V8 in it. And I think that's probably going to be the most sensible one to shift. And if a Carrera GT does happen, I'm going to have to move some cars anyway. I'm thinking maybe keep the F12 or the Pista and then shift 458 Spider and one other car, possibly the Aston. I don't know. I'd be interested in your thoughts in the comments. What would make kind of a good combination garage? This car is going to stick around for a year, absolute tops. So I'm going to have this for a year. In terms of modifications, I don't think I'm going to abuse the hell out of it. This isn't one of those channels where I wrap it 48,000 times, remove the rear bumper, decat it, and put chrome plating on the windows. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. Apart from anything else, it's on finance with Mercedes. I don't know how they are about modding the hell out of their cars, and I don't really want them knocking on my door telling me to buy the car outright instantly, because I'd be sunk at that point. So yes, there might be some subtle aesthetic stuff done to it, and I will check with Merc before I do that. But I reiterate, this is my car. I've paid for it. It was on a very special deal. It's still going to cost me thousands and thousands, so don't think that I've got this for 45p. That is not the case, but it was on a really cool deal, just a one-off, and I just snuck in there and said I'd have it. So yeah, potentially 458 Spider will be going out. And if you do want first refusal on that car, either DM myself on Instagram or drop Darren Gibson a message, because that car is currently funded with him, and he'll be able to roll the numbers into an agreement for you very easily. As I say, it's already funded, and a very simple thing to do should you meet the credit requirements and all the rest of it. So yeah, if you do want the 458 Spider, you want first refusal on it, let me know. I'll probably be getting rid of it in the next, goodness me, in the coming months. I don't really know exactly when. Knowing me, I'll probably just hoard it and hold on to it, but it's currently just under a cover, on charge, in basically secure storage, just kind of having a nice time, really, having a snooze. So there we go. Anyway then, this is my new car, blah blah. I'm going to go home, edit this, and get it out tomorrow, which will be Wednesday, Thursday, I don't even know what day it is now. Who knows? Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Do subscribe, blah blah, and I'll see you all very soon. And a final mention to those that are still watching that came to see me at Autosport. Thank you so much to all of those that popped along, shook my hand, talked to me about cars, told me what they liked about the channel, shouted crisps at me, and took an interest in the new business storage, because I loved it. It was absolutely knackering, but I loved it. I was stood there for hours and hours and hours on all 4 days, and it was brilliant. Wouldn't change it for the world. I am suffering a little bit now though. Anyway, ciao, I'm actually going now. Bye.